Hey everyone, welcome to another video in my July daily series. I try to put a video every weekday and it's July 24th and I have managed to do so, so yay me. How are y'all doing? Thank you again for all of your extremely supportive comments. I wish I could reply to everyone, but yeah, it's difficult. So I'm trying, but if I didn't, then please know that every word is very much appreciated. Also, please don't worry, I don't get insulted by random comments on social media. Yeah, I am a believer of, it's not what they say, it's who says it. And there are a few people in my world that I, value their opinion, and random internet trolls are not in that group. So yeah, let's talk about today's video and then a few things about a few more videos I have in mind. So today's color is Cobalt Blue. Cobalt blue is a granulating, slightly more yellowish blue than ultramarine blue. It's a great color. It's really lovely for skies, like blue sky. And I do use it. I currently have in this palette, I think this is the M-gram version. And it's really nice. I love this color also because it granulates, which is one of the reasons that I also love ultramarine blue. But yeah, it's not, if I had to pick between ultramarine and cobalt and only have one in my palette, I would probably pick ultramarine. I don't know, I like the tone of it just a little bit more. But this is a great color. It's a great blue to have. It's a great, primary color for a limited palette. Great for landscape. And yeah, my blues are challenging me. The next page that I made with Verditer blue, which is cobalt blue and white. I have the Holbein version. That one was fun. This one was, just, I don't know, not great. And I'm thinking soon I'll be moving on to the turquoises, and I might change things up and try to do, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe some sort of beach version. You can find really, really wonderful tutorials on YouTube for painting, that area where sand meets water, with lots of great tips on creating that foam that you get from the waves. But it's not my thing. I'm really more into the very loose, intuitive, almost abstract type of thing. So I have to think how to translate it. I painted a couple of very intuitive paintings that when I painted them, I imagined the beach in my hometown in Israel, which is on the Mediterranean. It's called Haifa. If you're interested, it's a small, boring town, but it has the sea and some mountains. So it's hard to compete with that, especially now that I'm living in Austria, which has no sea, and the closest beach is 4 hours away, somewhere around Venice. So, I can't complain, obviously, but, Italy is very close and a lot of other pretty things. But when you grow up next to the sea and you love the sea, it's kind of hard to, get used to living without it. So I don't know. I'll see. If you have any ideas on what I can do with turquoises and greens, obviously I could do more florals where for the blooms I use colors that I usually use and enjoy. And then for the foliage, use more turquoises and greens. But I don't know. I would love to try something different. So if you have any ideas, I'm happy to hear them, and I would really appreciate it. Other things that I hope to do in the next 2 weeks. First of all, I would like to continue my color mixing series. I want to do blues, greens, and neutrals. And also, I will absolutely be doing a favorites video for July because I have, I think, some new favorites. Oh, and also some good news, hopefully. Thank you, Tina, one of my lovely viewers, for letting me know that Cult Pens, which is a shop in the UK, has these Fabriano sketchbooks, the one I'm using here. They have them in stock. Now, these are pricey sketchbooks, but I absolutely love this sketchbook, and I really wanted to get my hands on another one, but the Fabriano boutique, or their online shop, charges a really high shipping charge, and Cult Pens have, I think, a flat rate of around $10, something like that, and then over £70 it's free shipping. And since these journals are so expensive, if you buy a couple, you'll probably get to that free shipping threshold. So I did pick up a couple more. I picked up one the same size as this one, which is the 15 by 21 centimeters, and I picked the blue cover because it looked really pretty. And then I splurged on the larger one. These are probably the most expensive sketchbooks I have purchased, but what can I tell you? For me personally, if something is really inviting and makes me want to use it, I'm willing to splurge on it. I think it's kind of an investment in my creativity and, mental health and everything. And you can absolutely create your own sketchbooks in a much more affordable way. When it gets to also having a really nice bound book with a hardcover, it starts to get a little bit tricky. For the James Burke course that I'm taking, the Virtual Voyage, I did make my own sketchbook, and I used an old book, like a children's book that I got at the flea market for €1, and I absolutely love it. So it's really not a must, to have a fancy sketchbook, but if you can afford it and you think it will make you want to use it and not intimidate you, then I think this is great. I think it would also be a wonderful present if you have an artist friend. So yeah, I will hopefully remember to leave the link. And if I forget, go to Cult Pens and search for this beautiful Fabriano sketchbook. So it's so enjoyable. It kind of reminds me of the Cuddy paper, the Cuddy sketchbooks, which actually have, you could say better paper on paper because the Cuddy sketchbooks have 100% cotton paper, and this one is only 30%. So, I think the reason that these are so expensive is because they are handmade, I'm guessing in Italy. I don't know. I really don't know, because the paper is not 100% cotton, but I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect. The granulation shows incredibly well on it, kind of almost in a way that other papers don't. And yeah, for me, this is currently like the perfect sketchbook for watercolors. I don't even know if I would bother wasting it. I'm doing air quotes on something that is just like mixed media or pen sketches or pencil. I think this just works so well with watercolor, and I would like to use the next ones in kind of a similar way to the way I used this one, with lots of watercolors. So yeah, check out if you want to get your hands on that sketchbook. So I want to do a favorites video, and I may also, I've been percolating with the idea of doing kind of the most attractive looking, visually appealing art supplies that I think could, you know, double as kind of a gift guide. Or if you are on social media, many times, you know, one of the things that kind of grab your attention in other artists' photos are the like accessories and supplies next to the artwork. Sometimes it really, you know, grabs your eye, like a really pretty palette or something like this. So I want to do a video about a few of my prettiest art supplies. Just a moment about the colors here. The other color that I'm using is the Hematite Burnt Scarlet, I think it is, which is just beautiful and works beautiful with the cobalt blue. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow with another blue flower. Bye!